Thank you for joining us this evening. KCCI has just obtained search warrants executed at a Madison County supervisor's home. They have since been rejected by a district judge.
But these documents give us a look into an ongoing investigation of potential elections misconduct. They also tell more about the lawsuit Supervisor Heather Stansel filed against the sheriff, county attorney, and the informant who alerted investigators to the possible election misconduct. KCCI's Bo Bowman has been digging into this all day. Bo, these documents help explain how this all started.
Yeah, Stacy, it appears to have started around the time the county knew they would have to replace their auditor. State law requires some sort of public notification, but exactly how that is supposed to be done is what was in question amongst all the players involved, and what led to everyone drawing accusations at each other and eventually a search warrant at Supervisor Heather Stansel and Auditor Matthew Schwarz's homes. These search warrants document the complaint Elections Deputy Michaela Garside gave to the Madison County Sheriff. Garside works in the Madison County Auditor's office. In the search warrants, investigators include screenshots of text messages between Garside, Supervisor Heather Stansel, and current auditor Matthew Schwarz. Who sent which message is not clear, but you can see that either Schwarz or Stansel writes to Garside in regard to the timeline of the special election, quote, "So stupid, and the Secretary of State probably can't explain it. Not that we want to engage them anyway. They are not neutral," end quote. But Stansel's attorney says the messages lack context and convinced a judge to quash them.
What you have here, there's a few pages of screenshots among lots of messages, emails, oral discussions about how do we fix this problem.
Stansel's lawyer, Alan Ostergren, claims Garside went to County Attorney Stephen Swanson with her concerns of possible election misconduct, and Swanson sent her to the sheriff's office. Ostergren claims that Swanson did this while still giving legal counsel to Stansel, which he says is, quote, outrageous behavior.
The county attorney and the sheriff cooked up this bogus warrant as a pure act of retribution and abuse of their power.
Ostergren writes, Swanson sent Garside to the sheriff to present conclusory statements that created a deeply misleading picture of Schwarz and Stansel's actions and intent, end quote, which led to the granting of the search warrant. Stansel and her attorney's motion to quash the warrant was successful, and as of right now, those messages won't be able to be used in the investigation into her alleged election misconduct.
It was a really fundamental problem with the warrant, which caused it to be thrown out in court.
Now, I reached out to all the defendants involved in the lawsuit. Sheriff Barnes only said that the investigation into election misconduct is ongoing. Swanson said he has no comment because he's not seen the lawsuit and it has not been served to him. We have reached out to Garside, have not heard back. I also reached out to the Secretary of State's office this afternoon since they were named in those text messages, but we have not received a comment yet. Stacy.
Bo, thank you.